Hey everyone, welcome to another Anime Kingdom review. As you see by title below, this is on episode 4 of Violet Evergarden, and sorry that I did miss, episode 3 and that this is late. Like I've been saying, it's kind of a broken record at this point. That's why I really am sorry. I don't want to have to keep explaining and everything, but school is still pretty hectic for me. And like I said, it will be like the following weeks, things should get back, be better. At least it's just right now at this moment it's still pretty, like, I got a bunch of projects and stuff I have to deal with my hardest semester. So yeah, that's why I was unable to do my review for the third episode and decided, instead of just doing a double episode review, instead to just start off at the newest episode. Of course, that is why we are here right now for episode 4. And for this episode, I really didn't understand. One big thing was the amount of hate that people are having for this episode and for how the series is going so far. A lot of people were saying this episode was a filler, it wasn't needed at all. Like, in my mind, I was really not understanding why people thought that, because like literally I watched this episode and you can clearly see what's going on. Some people are saying, oh, her adventure hasn't begun yet. When is it going to get down to, her really learning? Or I don't know what people are trying to say, why this is a filler, because this was actually instrumental in having the development of Violet's character, honestly. Like, just like the last episode. I saw that some people didn't care for that episode either, but both of these episodes really did help, and is pretty much progress being shown as Violet learning to, learning what the words I love you mean, and pretty much starting to finally understand emotion. We saw a lot of progress in last week's episode, where pretty much she was finally able to, she barely knew how to understand emotions at all, and it wasn't going well in that class, but she was finally starting to do that, and she was able to write that letter, even though it was pretty short and everything, not like really detailed and stuff. She got the emotion out of it. She understood a little bit of it, and it just showed her journey is starting. She was finally understanding, and that's how I'm pretty sure most of this series is going to be. It's going to be with Violet learning and understanding emotions through other people's emotions, learning through them. She learned from the girl in the last episode, and this one she learned through Iris and everything. Even like the big part for me was when the whole, obviously Iris being rejected and saying that she confessed and said I love you and everything. Obviously that was pretty big to Violet, because Violet started to kind of understand I love you, the words I love you, a little bit more, and she's even even able to, as you saw that letter, write a pretty long letter and actually get Iris's feelings across to her parents, and probably able to do the apology letters as well to the rest of the village. So I really don't understand why people are saying that this was a filler and that this episode wasn't needed, and that it didn't make sense why they even had an episode focus on Iris. Yes, I get what people want. They want a lot more of Violet. They're expecting a lot more of Violet. But with the kind of character Violet is, she's a character with a blank slate, pretty much. She, of course, she's very emotionless. She doesn't really have, we see her past become, throwing in every once in a while, and that is going to happen throughout the series. As we saw at the end of this episode, the meaning behind her name and everything was kind of just like Iris with her name. It was the Major saw a butterfly fly by, and then instantly he saw a violet, the flower of violet, and instantly that's when he called her Violet and everything. Those parts we're going to see, and that's going to be the gist of what's her past and who she is. But her type of character isn't like the main character where it's everything is shown from her. It's from other people, all the other characters. She learns from those characters, thus it adds to her story and adds her development of her character. And that's why I really, like, I keep saying it, because I really don't understand why people are so hard on this episode and saying those kind of things, because it really doesn't make sense. For these two episodes, the episode 3 and episode 4, they were really good episodes. They showed a lot of emotion, and they showed a great deal of development for Violet. And honestly, I can't wait to see who's next on the agenda, because it's going to be someone else. You guys are expecting it to be just focused straight up on Violet, but there's going to be someone else. Violet, of course, obviously is the main person, the main character and everything, the main means of the story, but it's other people that is pushing that story and pushing her further to, of course, obviously the big thing for this anime, the big thing for this series is Violet learning the meaning behind the words "I love you" and everything. And obviously, there's gonna be the big thing when we do find out what happened to the Major and everything, if he really is dead. Like I keep saying, you never know. He may be alive. I'm not gonna get onto that because I've said it several times already. But yeah, sorry. I just had to get that off my chest because honestly, I really didn't get why people were hating on it so far with these past 2 episodes, especially this one. Because honestly, I think it did a really good job at showing the development for her character, progressing the story in a great way, and honestly, I really did enjoy it. And as always, it still looks as beautiful as it did from episode 1. The soundtrack is still as beautiful. So far, I'm enjoying the series and cannot wait to see more of it. And if it goes the way that it's been going right now, I'm okay with that. It's a slow progression. We have 14 episodes, but I still feel that it can, the way it's going right now, it's going in the right direction, at least in my opinion. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. This anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you did enjoy it, like, if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And as always, guys, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. How did you feel about this episode? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Feel free to comment below whatever you guys thought. It's always awesome to hear you guys' opinion as well. And yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Until next time, see ya.